let's talk one of my favorite Triumphs. All right, I promise, let's talk Scrambler 900. This is a 2023 model, so I can't call it the Street Scrambler anymore. Triumph has moved their badging and naming on these two bikes, the Scrambler, and as you can see over here, the Scrambler 1200. So it is the Scrambler 1200 and the Scrambler 900. No more street. I never really thought it was that much of a street bike anyway. It kind of has some knobbies on it, so I never understood the idea of Street Scrambler. More like, it's just a lower CC'd version. You don't get as much ground clearance, maybe. You know, that's it. That's it. Let me correct myself. That is why. It doesn't have as much ground clearance as the Scrambler 1200 XC or XE. So maybe that's why. Yeah, that makes more sense. But it's a great Scrambler. I've owned this bike, so there's nothing poser about it. I've owned this bike. It's wonderful. I own it in a matte khaki, and I really love this red. I think it's hopper red with this black stripe across the tank. It's really pretty. I'm in the shade there, but yeah, really pretty bike. I like the red, and I like the black stripe. It ties everything together. Let's talk about the bike a little bit. 65 horsepower out of the 900cc, about 80 Newton meters of torque. Okay, I don't know. Someone could do the math and tell me what foot-pounds of torque that is, but I don't want to do the math. Let's talk 19-inch front wheel, single brake up front. I believe Brembo. Yeah, Brembo. Like I said, it's got a little bit of a knobby tire on there. You can see that, yeah. Front fender, a lot of the folks are pushing these fenders up, you know, doing the high fender up front. You've got incandescent bulbs front, giving it really modern classic look. Single gauge, okay. The swooped exhaust. The biggest thing we hear is, can you burn yourself? Doesn't that get hot? What else? I'm gonna roast on this bike, or I'm gonna be too hot on this bike. No, I have owned this bike. The way the airflow runs through this opening right there and runs right by the exhaust and then exits right there, keeps this pipe super cool, almost cool to the touch, but is not gonna burn you, promise. Come throw your leg over it. Seat height's about 31 inches, so perfect for anyone like me with a 30-inch inseam and is kind of vertically challenged. Perfect bike. This it does have a spot for a pillion with foot pegs. What's cool about this though is this does come off, and you get this really nice little brushed aluminum rack that goes on the back there. Kind of matches the aluminum on the handlebars and the exhaust. It looks really nice. So if you want to put like a little, bag back there or something like that, I know Caitlin does have a side bag for this that hooks on this side. Okay, you can see that in the shadowing right there. But yeah, chain-driven motorcycle. Great badging on this bike. Different riding modes. Again, with a single cluster. You can add bar ends to this bike really easily. I did to mine. Again, great motorcycle. Scrambler. I almost said Street Scrambler. Balcony Motorworks here in Temple.